Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for a very exciting movie review, Glass. So, if you're lucky enough and you saw Unbreakable when it came out, Bruce Willis, awesome movie. I loved it, with Samuel L. Jackson, who was Mr. Glass. In that movie, Bruce Willis was unbreakable, never had a broken bone, survived car accidents, stuff like that, can lift heavy weights. Really cool movie, like when he learns that he is unbreakable. But his nemesis or opposite is Mr. Glass, who is a genius, comic book kind of guy, but breaks bones very easily. You know, that's why they call him Mr. Glass, but he's a villain. He plans a lot of different things to determine who is his opposite in that movie. I'm sorry, I'm going on. If you haven't seen Unbreakable, you got to check that out. And then there's Split. In Split, you had no idea, at least I had no idea. James McAvoy plays a guy with 24 different personalities who kidnaps women, who is another villain. But that's his whole thing. And then you come to find out, if you haven't seen Split yet, stop. Sorry, but they're related. These movies are related. I won't say what, how, but you find out throughout that movie they're related, and that just like, whoa, makes the movie so much better. Now comes Glass, and Glass is the culmination of both of those movies into a third movie. So it's going to include Unbreakable, David Dunn, who is Bruce Willis, Mr. Glass, who is Samuel L. Jackson, and then James McAvoy's character. I don't know his name, but he's the guy with 24 different personalities. Only 6.9 on IMDb, but who cares? I'm excited. I was going to wait till the weekend to watch this, and I have decided I cannot wait. It's only Thursday, but I can't wait anymore. I'm going to watch it now. It's out. I can watch it at home. 2 hours and 9 minutes. Let me get started, and I'll tell you what I think and tell you a little bit better idea what the synopsis is really about or the plot. Who cares? I'll be back in a bit. Stick around. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in. We're watching Glass. We're at the 47-minute mark and 32 seconds, and I want to jump in quickly. I know we're not even halfway through, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit. The beginning started off really fantastic. I was excited. I was really into it. David Dunn, Mr. Unbreakable, or Overwatch, whatever they're calling him, you know, Bruce Willis's character is, you know, doing what he does. I always forgot that in Unbreakable he could walk by somebody and tell their bad intentions, which is a cool skill to have. And so he's looking for Split, or whatever his the Beast, the Horde, whatever, the guy with 24 personalities, because these girls were kidnapped. But the cool thing is he is working with his son, and they run a security shop, and they kind of work together as like a dynamic duo. Like he's the guy on the walkie-talkie helping his dad find bad people. So I really like that. And then I even had to look it up because I was like, huh, it is really the kid, the actor who played his son in the original movie, growing up now. So I like that. I think that they gave it that continuity that you need, and sometimes they replace them because they don't look the same, or maybe they got out of acting. I don't know, but he's in this. Like it. And then the other thing I was thinking too as it's going on, I'm like, I wonder what scene M. Night Shyamalan will be in, because in all of his movies he shows up. He shows up early in this one. I thought that was pretty neat. But, you know, he's searching for the Beast, and what ends up happening, without further ado, they get locked up into a mental institution, and Mr. Glass is already there. But now it's more about the doctors experimenting. They bring in the girl from Split who got away, kind of thing, but it's really slowed down way too much for what I thought was going to be a little bit better, a little bit more intense, a little bit more action. I don't know, more focus on them than this doctor lady. I forget what the actress's name is. Maybe I could pull it up rather quickly. But, you know, the slowing down is just Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson plays the doctor. A lot of focus on her right now, and it, like I said, slows it down. So I'll get back into it a little bit more. First 15 minutes, awesome. Very excited. Loved it. Next 32 minutes is snooze fest. So hopefully it picks up. I'm sure it will. But now I'm kind of understanding the 6.9 on IMDb, or the below 7 score. So let me get back into it a little bit more and see what happens. I'll check back in. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Glass, and I have to tell you, I think it fell a little flat for me. Started out with a bang, as I mentioned, and then when they got to the hospital, it really took a lull and never bounced back. I don't think they spent too much time, I felt, with the hospital scene, and really focusing on the nurse, whatever her name was. I already told you that. I don't care anymore. More of her than any of the characters. Now, I should say James McAvoy was awesome. I loved. He's just amazing how he does that and just switches characters and like mid-sentence and stuff like that. Mid-scene, it's awesome. Multiple. I think they overdid it a little bit. I mean, he was switching, the one light scene, okay, but at other times, I don't know, a little much, I think, but not that it would deter me. It's not the reason I dislike this film, but it was fun to watch him. He is the shining star in this one, so he shines the brightest there. But everything else, I mean, I think they waste Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. There's no depth. I mean, we know what their characters are like, but because they focus on this nurse so much, or whatever she is, doctor, scientist, I don't know, they don't really utilize them that much. I didn't feel. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, not a spoiler alert, but he's kind of comatose when he's there. That's a whole, like, first, 3/4 of the film until, he comes awake. Kind of. And then Bruce Willis is just locked in a room, just sitting there, and it's useless. His son plays a bigger role in this than he did, and as I mentioned, that was cool that they used the same actor, and you could really see them there. But this is a glass half empty for me. I don't like what they did. I don't like the plot twist at the end. Not really a twist, I don't think. I mean, like, no, not at all. I really disappointed in what they did, and I know what they're trying to set up, but Unbreakable and Split were fantastic. Gotta check those out if you haven't. This is, for me, a disappointing end to what could have been a really good trilogy. Started off with a bang, and then just flattened out and didn't come back up for me. So, I don't want to reiterate myself, but I think there's nothing else to say. James McAvoy, great. The rest of it's wasted, I think. So, let me know what you think if you saw it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. See if you liked it. I was trying to read some reviews. A lot of 10s out there. Definitely not a 10. I'm utterly disappointed in it. I don't think it's I think I also, let me say this one last thing, is I do think I had my expectations way up here. Might have been a better film if I didn't have my expectations way up, but because of that, it really fell short of my expectations. You got it. That's it. Thanks for tuning in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.